Hello and welcome everybody to 1975. I actually looked for some tie-dye clothes. I let the site down. I don't have any more tie-dye. So 1975, what were you doing in 1975? Were you even alive? I wasn't alive. But Ben Hogan was still coming out with clubs. And they were trying to perfect everything. And they came out with the stainless steel variant here called the Producer. Now if you remember a while back, I made a video about the director irons. So the producer irons are not forged. And they're interesting. From a company like Ben Hogan. What's going on here, Ben? Hello, Ben. Ben, are you in there? This is easy to identify. The Hogan emblem right here. Ben Hogan in scrawl right here. You'll notice there's gray paint right here. Well, why would they do that? Newsflash, this is stainless steel. This is not one of those luxurious forged Ben Hogan irons. It is stainless. Pretty interesting. For a long time, I thought the Magnum was the only stainless Ben Hogan, but here we have the Producer. So you can see there's this tiny little cavity back here. Basically, to me, it just seems cosmetic. It steps up to a thinner thickness right here along the top line. You can see the toe profile right here, kind of how that's shaped, if this thing will focus. Interesting toe. And then as we move to the sole right here, you can see the iron number, in this case the 6, and then it says Producer right here. The produce section of your local grocery store. To me, this transition right here looks interesting. This looks pretty thick to me by the heel, and as we move towards the toe, obviously, we get this rather pointed toe. No nonsense grooves. When I say no nonsense, it curves out wider towards the sole. Can you guys see that? How the grooves actually... This is the largest groove. But I mean, there's no like decorations at the end of each groove. So interesting. And then we have this cosmetic crimp right here, and you'll notice the shaft is pinned right here. Not sure if you're going to be able to see that on camera. And then the ferrule with the serial number on it is separating from the hosel. I love saying that. You guys keep giving me attention for calling it that, so I'm going to keep calling it that. We've talked about this in other videos, but if you want to slide this back up, take a blow dryer, not a heat gun, because a heat gun can actually separate the shaft. I mean, obviously it's pinned, but it can break down the epoxy holding the shaft to the club head. So just a hair dryer, get a little bit of heat on the ferrule. I like to wrap it with something, get a good grip on it, and then slide it up. You can, if you have some appropriate pliers that aren't going to mar your ferrule, that can work. And let's slide up the steel stepped shaft to the AMF Ben Hogan shafts. They were famous for their shafts during this era. This is the 1975. I always like to label these. And we have this wonderful pro-only interesting grip right here. I love this design. Let's see what it says. Golf Pride, made in the USA. So we should get this out on the range and see what I can do with it. It feels like a blade. Now this actually brings back memories to me because the first set I was custom fit for was a set of Golfsmith Tour Cavity. Stainless steel, so no forging. So I'm really used to the sound of this club and it brings back memories. This club is something I could totally play and be very happy with. Now, everybody's different. Some people come from a forged background. Some people come from a huge improvement iron, let's call them, with dampers in there to deaden the sound. And so this might be novel to some people, but for me it's not. I actually like it. Now, here's my problem with the producer. I don't know if I would get this over the director set. I love the set of that director. It's very endearing. It grew on me. I really want a set of those. I'd be willing to pay a little bit extra for those director irons over the producer irons. So for me, kind of interesting. I could play them, but not something that's very high on my list, if that makes sense. Let me know your thoughts about the producer irons. Is it just a stainless steel Ben Hogan flop? I like it because, again, I told you my history with stainless steel clubs. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to support this channel, you can visit my Amazon shop in the links in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I am the Vintage Golfer.